All right, so let's get into a little bit of we'll just spend a couple minutes. We're gonna name some movies, and then we're gonna say whether we like Fantastic Four better or worse than these movies. So,
Well, MCU movies, I'm assuming.
yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, let's do MCU. So better or worse? So you're going to basically say an MCU movie. We're talking all the way back to the first Iron Man. Any MCU movie, you're going to name a movie, and I'm just going to say better or worse, and that
Yeah,
means
and I'll
that
try to pick ones that are close. I'm not gonna pick like
no,
Infinity War.
pick whichever one. Just pick random ones.
Um,
So you're going to name a movie. I'm going to say better. If I think Fantastic Four was better than that movie, I say better. If I think it was worse, I say worse. Right?
yeah. All right, so Fantastic Four or Doctor Strange.
Worse.
Yeah, I like Doctor
Or
Strange.
how about I just pick the movie? Like, let's
Yeah.
do that instead. So, all right, that's what we'll do. That makes more sense. So basically, you're just going to you're going to compare all these movies to Fantastic Four. I'm just going to pick which one I like better. Okay, let's do it.
All right. First one, Doctor Strange or Fantastic Four?
Doctor Strange.
I agree. The original Thor.
Oh man, I'm telling you, the original.
I'm gonna say Fantastic Four.
I'm gonna say the original Thor for me. I really liked the original Thor a lot.
I liked it too, but I felt like this did have more going on, and I felt like they did a little.
I'm gonna say
job.
the original Thor by a slim margin.
Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts.
I got to go with Thunderbolts.
I do too.
I got to go with Thunderbolts.
I think, and again, maybe it's because my expectations were a lot lower for Thunderbolts, but
the way the third act hit in Thunderbolts, even though some of it bothered me, I really liked how it was different than anything else. It kind of was like this whole different way of kind of showing an action sequence. I thought that, like, I felt the weight of that.
Yeah, and there was maybe one scene in Fantastic Four that really kind of like pulled you in by the heartstrings a little bit. But Thunderbolts had several of those, and and again, I just felt like overall it's a better movie. All right, Fantastic Four or the original Captain America. Man, I'm gonna go Captain America on that one.
I'm gonna go Captain America as well. I mean, you got to start. Yeah, I mean, maybe you should start picking some different ones because and again, maybe if Fantastic Four came out early in the MCU, maybe I don't feel this way, but like. Yeah, if I'm just comparing the two, man, I mean, I think Captain America First Avenger, I mean, I think that's a really good movie.
Fantastic Four, Iron Man 2.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Iron Man 2, listen, I think Iron Man 2 gets way too much hate.
Yeah.
But Iron Man 2 has a ton of final act issues. A ton.
Yeah, 70% of that movie is awesome, and then 30% is awful.
Listen, everything leading up to the Grand Prix in Iron Man 2 is great. After the Grand Prix, when Mickey Rourke's character Whiplash basically becomes like just a guy who's asking for his bird the whole movie, that's when his character you're just like, okay.
Yeah. Fantastic Four, Black Panther. Man. I'm going Black Panther.
I'm probably going to say Black Panther as well. I think Black Panther has been one of those movies that when I first saw it, I loved it. And the more I rewatched it, I don't rewatch that one as much as some of these other ones. But I'd probably go with Black Panther as well.
I just think they did a great job of showing Wakanda.
And that had a great villain. I think that Killmonger was a great villain. That really made up for a lot of stuff as well. So,
all right, we'll do two more. Fantastic Four or Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Avengers: Age of Ultron by a mile.
Yeah, that's one.
Way too much hate
to
on
me
Age
that
of
I
Ultron.
just don't understand. There are some of the best sequences, like the Hulk Buster scene is incredible. Yeah. I mean, it's one of the top scenes in the entire MCU, and that whole movie just gets shit on for some reason.
Compare the final act of Age of Ultron to what we just talked about with Fantastic Four, and you'll see exactly the contrast I'm talking about with like a final sequence battle feeling like it has some weight to it, and another one feeling kind of weightless. Like that final sequence with Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, all them battling the different Ultrons. Again, that movie's flawed, but I'm telling you, man, I will take an Age of Ultron 9 times out of 10. I wish we were getting Age of Ultron movies right now in the MCU. So, in my opinion, way too much hate on Age of Ultron. I think it's great.
All right, last one. Fantastic Four or Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Man, now this one's tough. This one's tough.
They've all been pretty tough. Maybe not tough. Age of Ultron.
No, if you would have picked more like if you would have picked more post Endgame stuff, it would have been more of a fair battle. I just think this early MCU stuff for me is like, again, I'm gonna have like that built-in nostalgia for it anyway. I'm gonna go with I'm probably gonna go with Fantastic Four.
I'm gonna go Homecoming.
Homecoming just I don't like the Spider-Man, Iron Man movies. So like that's what's really made the first two Spider-Man movies annoying to me.
This is probably the biggest disagreement we have on superhero movies is the Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. Like, I loved Homecoming. I thought it was fantastic. And I know that you have a lot more issues with it than
I like Homecoming. But I don't like how much Iron Man is in it. I like for my Spider-Man movies to be Spider-Man to be Peter Parker.
I get that.
And I'm a little annoyed by that. Now I will say that movie had a great villain. I thought that Vulture was a great villain in that. But yeah, I mean, again, if I'm comparing Fantastic Four to post Endgame, I mean, that's the real question is how does this line up with all the other post Endgame MCU? Like, where would you kind of put Fantastic Four post Endgame? In my opinion, it's not the best post Endgame movie. We've already talked about how we thought Thunderbolts is better than Fantastic Four, but I kind of put Fantastic Four on like a Black Widow type of.
Oh, it's way better than Black Widow.
No, I think Black Widow's a extremely good movie. I think Black Widow's fantastic.
No, it's wow. That's wild that you
Black
would say
Widow.
That.
If Black Widow would have came out when it should have came out, which was prior to post Endgame, everybody would have been way more hyped about that movie. It's solely because of the release date that movie got the feedback it did. Because by that point, it's coming out post Endgame. It's like, oh, I thought she just died in Endgame. Like now we're having a Black Widow movie.
I mean, maybe, but I don't
should have been having a Black Widow solo movie way before we did.
I agree with that. I'd probably put it somewhere in the middle. I don't know if it's top 5 because I'm looking. Yeah, I mean, I have at least 1 or 2 of the Spider-Man movies up there. Guardians 3.
Spider-Man, the 2 you already know about Homecoming. Would you put all 3 Tom Holland Spider-Mans above Fantastic Four?
Yes.
You would even put Far From Home above it.
Yeah. And that's another movie that I think gets a way too much hate. I thought that Mysterio was great. I
thought Mysterio was great, but that is one of my, I'm sure we'll do it. We've talked about doing a tier list or rankings or whatever. That would come in the bottom, near the bottom for the whole MCU for me was Far From Home. Not big on Far From Home at all. It does not feel like a Spider-Man story to me at all. Again, it suffers from the too much Tony Stark influence, which I think
he's not even in the movie.
But dude, that's the whole plot. The whole plot is him trying to get out of that shadow.
Yeah, dude, that guy looked up to him like a dad.
Yeah, and
then he died. He died right in his arms.
But that's what I'm saying is Spider-Man is best when it's a local, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, in my opinion. World globe-trotting Spider-Man just does not work for me.
Well,
it's so crazy how we can't even come close to touching Spider-Man 2 in a Spider-Man movie because it's literally like so great. I fear that it has like the Dark Knight effect with Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man 2 is so much better than every other Spider-Man movie that it just fails in comparison.
To say that Spider-Man 2 can't ever be touched by another Spider-Man movie.
It hasn't yet.
The two animated Spider-Man movies are right up there.
That is a different character. They're focusing on Miles Morales in that. I'm talking live action Spider-Man. I still think Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man movie, period.
Okay.
But I'll put those 2 movies up there for sure.